Everybody, welcome back. Glad to have you here with us. Another episode of the Triple Option. Coach AB, Kevin Little, Trey Rowland, presented by Knowles 24/7, X's and Knowles YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Listen, let's just get right down to the nitty gritty. How the hell did Florida State almost lose to Boston College? How the hell did 31-29 happen when Florida State had a 31-10 lead in the third quarter? I still can't believe it myself. Let's let the film talk. Kev, throw it on, and any general observations that you might have while you're getting the film cranked up. I know you guys have done a rewatch. This is going to be my first rewatch.
Ooh, lucky you.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of the hot takes, so I think I'm kind of ready to just see what happened.
Takes do be flowing.
A little spicy.
All right, starting with the penalties.
Man. All right.
Starting with a lag again.
Starting with the lag again.
There we go. Cleaned it up a little bit. All right. There's good trigger. Good trigger by Deluge.
Yep.
C space gets to space. Disappointing. 44's 3 yards downfield. I don't know.
Yeah, he was getting blown off double teams all.
I don't know if he had the flu. I'm not sure. I was worried about this big offensive line coming in the game. They kicked their butts up front.
They really did.
Fisk held up well there, but like you said, there wasn't a lot of disruption. There was a lot of, I don't remember too many negative running plays other than stuff like that. For what happens here?
This is the exact same thing that happened against
Mr. Liability.
I mean,
all right. So DJ Uliole threw a touchdown off of the similar blitz and pressure last year from Kevin Knowles, and now you get a wide open bust because Kevin Knowles doesn't tackle again. And I'm going to tell you again, there's going to be multiple instances where Kevin Knowles gets pointed out as at fault. And it's disappointing I'll say this. It's disappointing that the staff thought that they could trust this young man to come in and pick up the safety position that he's never played before. And that's not his fault, but they put a lot on his plate to come in and learn to play safety. And they're playing him a ton early in the season in big games. He's not a good enough tackler. He's not big enough. Like that was a fatal miscalculation on their part.
Yep. Do you think it's something
yet, but it's going to?
Is it something that could be cleaned up, Adam, or is it that because obviously they saw something in the practice and it was written about in practice. However, the game tape is the game tape, and that's what we care about. Is this something that can be worked out?
No, I don't want to bash the young man because it's not fair.
We're just talking skill sets and what his skill set is.
I don't think he's got the skill set to be a starting safety at Florida State.
And we think it's because of the tackling ability and things like that.
Just think it's the physical ability, the tackling ability, the athletic ability. Like, I think he's a nice player, but they put a lot on their safeties.
Right.
A ton. And I just don't think he can handle it.
And go ahead, Kevin.
He's a guy that you were putting at slot because that's where you can put a guy that, might not be the most physically imposing guy, someone who has intangibles, someone like Greedy Vance, who's not the biggest guy, but
plays really well.
He knows where to be and he's going to be aggressive. I think they thought they had that in Kevin Knowles, and he was dealing with an injury last year, and I think they really want to give him a chance. They must really like him in practice or something.
There's a lot. There's a trust factor there. I get it. Again, I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to rip Kevin Knowles because that's not fair. It's not fair for me to do. He's a scholarship athlete, and that's to be commended. And I'm sure he works his tail off. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
You got to make that play.
They put their trust in that, and it's been a miscalculation. And it
bit you right there.
Man, at the beginning of both seasons, even though both have been successful so far, the safety play has been – this year we thought it was a concern coming in preseason. A lot of the stuff that happened in camp seemed to assuage some of those concerns. Last year, you had a guy who got drafted to the NFL. I don't think our safety started playing good at all until the end of the year. So I think that's an interesting development with the defense, how much it puts on the safeties. And I think from here on out, when we see number 3 making some plays where he's not at his best – we can focus on that, and that is what it is. Let's start talking about some things they can do about it, either with him or with some other guys maybe on the roster, some of the younger guys, because you're coming at Clemson at this week, so those young guys can be a trial by fire. But this would be a good defensive call, man. 2nd and 12, get the young quarterback really behind the chains. You just got to make the play.
Well, and
it does feel like there's a missed coverage.
Your backers are out of position. Deloach has got to get the depth here. You've got a guy on it, plus you've got an edge defender who's out there. Like, You've got to turn and drop.
Yep, both the linebackers seem to be overly aggressive towards this run, not ready for this. I mean, he shouldn't be, even with the blitz, he shouldn't be this open.
Nope.
Guys, and Clemson's going to scheme that up all day. They're going to scheme up a lot of stuff for Will Shipley on our backers, misdirections, and they're going to attack that intermediate middle of the Florida State defense, just like LSU did at the beginning of the game, and just like Boston College did a lot on this first drive. They got to clean it up, man. You got two veterans back there. Clean it up.
Yep. You need to keep Dent back. You need to see if you can get some of these young guys that are clearly talented.
Good job setting an edge here. Your safety just got to get there a lot faster.
Yeah, I don't know why the safeties are so. I mean, they're 15 yards
back. Need to be that deep.
In a cover 4 scheme, they're your plus ones. They need to be here.
Especially a guy
maybe they're not
running
cover 4 here, but it looks like they are. He's got to be coming downhill.
To cap off the explosive play, Adam, is that why they're so far deep?
I guess, but I mean, cover 4 here. I mean, you're a +1 in the run game.
I mean, I guess it's man potentially here. I mean, he's chasing, so
yeah, you're right. Yes,
it's hard to tell, but like,
no, you're right.
Still, I don't know.
You also need Cypress to get off that block.
You need and Patrick Payton keep his feet. You know.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things there. They do set an edge good. I'll give that to Bethune. He's getting double and working his tail off.
He
does turn it back inside. Let's keep it rolling here. Got a lot of plays to get through. A little RPO. Nice job by Verse.
Yeah, that's a tough play. One that you tip your hat. They get 3 yards.
Saw a lot of that all game.
Well, you see
55 inside. I mean, he's holding up okay in there.
Farmer goes outside, and there's no one to replace him. So if Farmer's going to go in this B gap, Deloach needs to be in the A gap. I don't know why he goes the wrong surfing the middle here. There's no one for this gap. So either Farmer got a little bit like ambitious doing this little swim move, trying to get some penetration, or Deloach completely is just in the wrong gap.
Well, he shouldn't be stepping right.
There's a lot of peeking going on. It always seems like with the bust happen for the Florida State run defense, there's always like peeking, hesitation, where it's always an unguarded gap, right? Rarely do you see the guys get blown off and destroyed when there's like that. It amazes me that the same defense can defend the run in consecutive plays so differently.
I mean, you're seeing different fronts. They're running an odd front here, giving a different look.
Yep.
That's nice.
You get a little better key here because you get the puller, which clears the picture for Kalen on this play. Last one, the picture's a little muddier.
That's a good play.
He does a nice job of triggering there.
That's a big boy, though. That kid was a big running back. So
I think people were giving him crap early for like not tackling that kid. That's not an easy tackle. That's a big dude.
Yeah.
All right, here's another pressure. This is already at least the second pressure we've seen from Adam Fuller.
So you have him coming outside. I think this is right. I think he's setting that edge.
Running back again. Yeah. It is. They've got you out gap. They've got you out gapped over here. When the back end with the guard pulling, once the guard pulls, they've got you out gapped.
It's just a good call by the offense, Adam.
Well,
yeah, they scheme this stuff up pretty well. I think Boston College put some stuff on them that they weren't necessarily prepared for.
Yeah, essentially, you need Deloach to not get reached by this
which
guard.
Is a very difficult ask because
he's having to read it too.
Yeah, and he walled them off pretty good. I thought Kalen did an okay job fighting through that.
They actually play that really well for being outnumbered.
Yeah, considering this is quarterback counter, that's so hard to defend.
Yeah, it's just a delay draw with a wrapper.
Right. Yeah. But just having the quarterback as a runner, that means they get an extra blocker just by definition with the running back.
Okay. So
this isn't like a scheme issue. This is something they obviously were holding on to.
Yeah, that's just hard to defend. You need someone to win a one-on-one blocking. Potentially, Shaheem Brown could have been a little bit more aggressive blowing that up.
Yeah. There was some holding too. So here we go.
Sorry.
A lot of space.
I think this is going to be on backer again.
I think this is Dix. Yeah.
Not Dix. Stop saying Dix.
Lundy.
Lundy.
Oh, sorry. Why do I keep saying that? Lundy. Yeah, I think he just gets way lost.
Yeah, that guy is just that can't happen. Ref, his little ref pick right there. Run him over, then.
It's just this. The linebacker core just seems so. They seem like they're guessing. Like this is faux aggression. Like they just are triggering.
They just trigger. They just trigger and they hope that they're right.
It's Barracuda syndrome, dude. If the offense has a little shiny object over here to the right, they're rushing right. And all it takes is something like a fairly unimpressive skill group from Boston College to sneak by.
Run it back to the start of the play, Kev. Let's see if there's any keys that they could have picked up on. So, I mean, you're getting play action. You're getting hard run blocking.
Yeah. But also seeing the quarterback roll out.
But he's got to, I mean, you've got to be seeing everything else going on around you. Like, look at that wide receiver. That wide receiver is not blocking.
Right. Yes. It's this
those
point.
Those linemen aren't working vertically.
What coverage is this? What coverage is this?
It's hard
probably,
to tell.
Yeah, probably some kind of cover 4.
So
based off
both linebackers running to that same spot, right? Like there's just nobody in the middle of the field. What should Lundy have done?
Flow into outside zone. Yeah. No, yeah. These guys took way too long to see the run fake and are not there.
How do you, at that point, how do you even still see the run? I know they bought the outside zone. It was good action by the offensive line, but Lundy's still going left, and Castellanos is already. It's a clear pass at this point, or at least a bootleg or something, right? Look, still going left.
Left. He doesn't need to turn. He doesn't need to turn and run. There should be a shuffle step in there. There needs to be some sort of read step, and I mean he needs to be downhill, pressing the line of scrimmage. But you can't just turn and sprint.
Yeah, these hips are already lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's called the guessing game.
And how much of that is because your defensive line's gotten blown up in the past few snaps, and now you're worried that
they didn't get blown up here? I mean, they ain't outside zone off there. They're getting denoganized.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good play by the defensive line there. That's just a coach on the first offensive possession taking advantage of FSU's linebacker core, which Clemson's going to do the same thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, LSU did the same thing. Their first drive, they went right after some misdirection on the linebackers, and so let's get offense.
Hey, ran the ball well.
Yeah, really good push inside, like split zone here.
I thought they did a nice job of moving the ball on the ground in the first half. Not a lot of explosion, which is weird considering how they ran the ball last year, but good efficient runs. They did a lot of these kind of these like toss actions to Benson just so he could get up to speed quick. I thought it was nice. It wasn't just counter over and over, at least on these. I always love these first drives for FSU, whether it's the first of the first quarter or the first of the second half. It just, it feels a little disjointed afterwards. This is great getting Johnny involved after the week that he had.
And this is, I mean, you can see Boston College's linebackers playing this better. Look, he sees this. He takes 1 or 2 steps, but keeps his hips forward instead of turning them. He just doesn't have the speed to carry with Johnny.
Yeah.
But like that's what you're supposed to do, and then Lundy's obviously more athletic than that kid, and could hopefully catch up to wide receiver. All right, Morlock needs
soft. It's soft.
Well, there's the unaccounted for. What about the unaccounted for guy on the inside? Was this play? I mean, they didn't have numbers, right?
But that's how screens work. You're not going to get a 3-on-2.
Why are you catching this? You're catching that. That is soft.
Yep, he's letting them run into him. You're always going to have a numbers disadvantage, but you're hoping that he can get a leverage. Right.
Okay. With your running back too.
That play should go.
This could be a touchdown.
Yeah, man, if he could just get some sort of push, and that's on a DB too for
the
tight end, right?
I mean, look at him here.
Yeah, this is Morlock again. Outside zone. There's a cutback, but he just kind of misses his.
This is why they're not successful enough on offense.
Oof! Whoa!
This ball's out the gate. It's gone. We're popping.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a
look at that
potential.
alley up the middle.
Yeah, there's something there.
Oh, that is brutal. Head
Roddick
down.
misses a block
Like,
too.
Yeah.
So Roddick's climbing. He needs to cut
He
that
needs
off.
to disengage there. Harris is on it. Like they actually
that's
grab
rough.
him. In fairness to Roddick, the lineman actually grabs him.
Oh yeah, they were doing that crap. That's how they got an offensive holding.
Yep. Look
Yeah,
at him
see
right
this?
there.
You're
So
not
he's got
allowed to
hold
do
him
that.
there.
But look at just, I know we're looking at that, and I'm glad you guys are, but look at that, dude. What are you going to do? I'm with you, man. That's actually looks like a pretty nice play set up, and Toffoli will hit the hole, but little stuff like that. Little stuff like that.
The good news is you have a capable blocking tight end on the roster.
They don't play him.
Well, that's a different question.
What about here? Good stalemate. This is clearly to set up the 4th down.
Yeah, it's a
Just
great double team here.
Moving them, yeah. Nice job by Roddick and D-Wash.
Yeah, Washington. All right. 3rd down, it's empty. I felt like, man, this is one of the problems I have with them running the ball just so much, is it just puts so much pressure on the passing game. You have to be successful. And here you go.
Great catch. Great response. That is a fairly low percentage play for a 4th down conversion. Am I right?
Yeah, I think they called an offensive pass interference on this, right?
No, they got 3 on this first possession.
Let's see. What's open down on the bottom of the screen? Can't tell.
Yeah,
dude, if it's a penalty, it's on Boston College. We didn't get our first one until in like the second half.
Yeah, it was offsides. This is a bad, poorly thrown ball and should have been DPI.
Yeah.
It's not horribly thrown, but
he could have caught it 2 hands, but
yeah,
it's a tough ball.
He couldn't get up to it because the dude was pulling down on his shoulder pads.
All right. 10.
Byers blocks the wrong guy.
Yeah, Byers needs to climb here.
Yeah, you don't need to be blocking the end.
That doesn't make any sense, man. What are you doing?
That's a lack of understanding of the scheme, and we knew. I think that this show pointed out that this was going to be a little bit more of a rougher transition than people thought. And
man, this is another big play.
Oh, it's split zone. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you've got someone to block out that end specifically.
Yeah,
like that's his only job.
Climbing.
That's why you got 2 guys on 1 guy, because he turned back for some reason.
Oh yeah, man, that's tough. I mean, with stuff like that, when does it normally click for a guy new in the? Darn. When does it normally click for a guy new in the offense?
Some of that stuff's not that difficult. Like,
no, you should know that. I think he just got confused on what play he was running, because it looks like he almost thinks he's running backside of counter, the little hinge block, the way he turns back. I mean, it looks like he's hinge blocking here, to me. I don't know why else he would turn backwards like that.
That's 2 plays where you live by the transfer, you die by the transfer. FSU's been living the good life, but 2 missed blocks, man. Those you're seeing some of the reason why the explosive run game ain't the way that it is.
He should have thrown this to Johnny.
Where was?
We're going to criticize him later for not going downfield.
I know, but it is what it is. Like,
I mean, Keon still should have caught this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That place, I don't think he's converting though, even if he does catch it.
I don't know. He might get there, but
maybe. Yeah,
either
I guess. Let me take that back. That's Keon Coleman. Yeah, it's a good point.
It was a fast throw, but I don't know. You want to be an NFL guy, you got to be able to catch that ball. It wasn't behind him. The commentator said it was behind him. It was right there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And then
Sloopity-doo.
Good recovery here, Mr. Fisk.
All right, so we're going to see a lot that Boston College like to overload the field to try to kind of get their quarterback out an outlet this way. You can see early they kind of sent a corner blitz. Renardo Green might be the best tackler you have right now.
In the secondary, yeah. Oh, look at first. Almost right there.
But good defense, back to back.
Bringing some pressure.
Oh, that's so tough.
Couldn't get him down. Like, so much of this happened. Couldn't get him on the ground. And he's able to get it to 4th and 1, and they were able to just kind of push you around.
Yeah, there was a lot. Defense cannot get on the field. They don't punt it here.
They don't punt. They don't call a timeout, first down. Like, they just blow you off the ball.
Yep, this is.
And that's uncharacteristic. Like, getting blown off the ball is not something we've seen from them at all. Like,
no, the exact opposite against like LSU and those goal line and 4th and 1. FSU's been stout, man. This is where.
But that changes. That changes games. I mean, we were saying that last year. The difference between like being an undefeated team last year and this year is the defensive line winning those, and they didn't against Boston College. And
I do give some credence to the whole sickness thing because of that. Like, we saw Josh Farmer not play that well, and he's played really well up to now. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You don't just stop playing well.
Here it is. It's actually Pence. I don't know what it called more than 4.
Quinceañera, yeah.
But okay, so I don't know if they're
out the back door.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. You overload this side of the field. FSU's got to at least put 5 people over here. So that means that someone's got to get this B gap. So you've got the one. I guess he might be a 3 technique. But either way, you've got 3 gaps over here, 3 guys over here. So you either need the linebacker to fill, which he's vacating early, or you need the safety to fill, but he's 12 yards downfield. So who's filling that gap?
Oh, they got that. Yeah, they got a big boy down to wall off some. That's good design by them.
Mm-hmm. And they haven't shown that. I watched both their first 2 games. I didn't see any of that stuff. So it's new stuff, and they also invite you up the field with pass rush. Like, I mean, I don't think Deloach needs to be bailing out of there so fast.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. You already have.
You got 5-on-5 over there.
Yeah, and one of these guys isn't eligible. Actually, This guy should not be able to release downfield. It's a run play, so it doesn't matter.
They don't key the unbalance, and that's the problem. They don't ID it.
This is actually a run play the whole time. This is a draw.
Yeah,
this guy's going downfield. This guy's not going downfield.
Yeah, you can tell, man, the way the way he gets downfield, and they did a good job.
But either way, you've got to know Deloach has been here long enough to know that if he gets this formation, he probably has the B gap. I can't imagine they're wanting Fentrell Cypress, their cornerback, to fill that from space.
I wouldn't think.
But it's a symptom of that first drive, man. Run right. Run immediately right. Everybody's to the right. Run immediately right. No no hesitation. It's like just guess and hope you're right, dude. Shiny object. Barracuda syndrome.
Bring in nickel again.
They're bringing
another pressure though. To your point,
he's another spying pressure here. It actually looks like you have 2 spies, but no one's getting home. I mean, this is there. You got no pass rush here. And yeah, ideally you want your guy to be able to stick on man coverage, but if he can sit back there for 10 seconds, I don't care what kind of coverage you got.
Yeah, so I mean, guys going to come open, swipe in 1-on-1s. Receivers have the.
Wait, let's watch Verse here. What he gets manned up on a center. They got him doing or is he? He's here. Yeah,
he got stonewalled by the guard. Yeah, he got.
Is that Mahogany?
Was he right guard or left guard?
He's right guard. I mean, he's a first rounder.
Well, he showed it, dude. He punched him in the mouth.
Yep. I don't really understand that matchup. Maybe we're trying to get Fisk free. Okay, offsides. All right, we got empty. Offsides, some penalty, something.
Trickery, and we got a tip on it, and then easy.
Yeah, that's where athleticism can make up for them being trickery.
That was Thomas, right?
Yeah.
Another good trigger.
Yeah, I feel like Deloach might be playing the best game, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rumble. They're sending him there. Like, But a nice play by him. There's been a lot of criticism that he can't tackle and stuff like that. Like he thought he tackled the ball well.
I've never been the tackling thing I've understood. I think the thing that is sometimes always caught my eye is that he's never really in the right spot instinctively unless it's like a run blitz and he's told to be there. And that looks to be a symptom of the linebacker room right now. That's not good.
Okay, so what happens here? So we got some kind of cover 3 going. I think they went to cover 3 a lot in this game, which is kind of abnormal for them. So you got him on him. These two guys watching the backfield. I guess they'll take the running back. The other one will kind of watch the quarterback. Yeah, again, this is a draw.
Just draw again.
And Tatum Bethune just gets swallowed up. So what do you do? What do you do here?
Got to win with the D line. I mean,
well, this D line, yeah, Jared Verse needs to finish this tackle here.
You're working a stun inside. Farmer's, he's doing his best, and he can't get disengaged.
He's getting held there.
Verse gets held. Yeah, I mean, Verse gets grabbed a little bit here. Like
so does Fart right there, big time. Yeah,
I mean that's a hold.
Yeah, that's every play, right? It's
right, exactly.
Yeah, it seems like Farmer's a little off balance.
They just have to have a little bit better zone eyes, and you got to try to win better with your defensive front.
Yeah, the defensive front needs to slow down this release.
I mean, 3rd and 15, you're hoping you can come up and tackle the ball, and it just made a bunch of plays. Like at some point, he's just a really dynamic athlete. You've got 9 personnel out there.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
I'm with you too.
This was called. This was not just a spontaneous scramble. They called this. They knew what they were getting. This is tricky. This is tricky to defend.
Situational awareness.
They're running all the receivers to the sideline.
But situational awareness tricky to defend in the same way you feel a screen happening to you. Oh, I'm getting a free release to the quarterback. Why is that happening?
Yeah, the defensive line I think needs to have a little bit more awareness to try to close this up a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting held. Different. What do they do differently there, though? Like
I don't know.
I mean, Jared whips the left tackle.
Well, the two guys that get disengaged.
You can't get disengaged on the inside, and you're not squeezing it.
I think also you'd like to see Tatum Bethune trigger this a little bit faster, maybe.
Yeah, they do that later. Yeah, much better. They're much more aggressive on taking on that lineman, and it shuts it down. Like you'll see in the second half, they don't have as much success with this play when starting linebackers are in because they are much more physical on that lead blocker.
Yeah, you have to kind of blow that up. You have to find some way to slow that down.
Yeah. That is a good point, Ed.
You got to take that angle away.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Because you're running cover 3 instead of cover 4 because you want that extra body in the intermediate area.
Right.
I mean, that is your quote unquote spy. That is your player that is, kind of there.
You're playing it good there.
This was a good play defensively.
Knowles picks this up really well.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Knowles. This is probably what they're seeing in practice. This is why he's getting so much run. This is a really, really good play. Needs to finish, but still.
No, that is an awesome play. Yeah. That's the stuff that he does good, the run fit stuff and the tackling.
Yeah. It's a liability.
You just don't have some of the guys in that room aren't ready for prime time yet. They're going to need to be.
They better get ready.
I was going to say they're going to need to be.
Prime time's coming.
All right.
Do a good
really
job
of coverage here.
Do a good job of covering out there, making him throw. Like
he's a little lost here, but that's tough.
Yeah.
He does a good job catching up.
Yeah, recovers well. This was nice. I thought some junk before that, but like you said, they were that QB draw. They had FSU schemed up pretty good there. Good recovery in the red zone, which is what you expect.
Oh yeah, here's that little what they're doing there.
Yeah, man. There was credit to BC for credit for BC for making the game weird. This delay of game on the defense, mass substitutions until a second left on the play clock. I don't know the rules on that, Adam. I didn't realize that you could do that. I thought that was interesting, but they had a really good way of just mucking the game flow up and extending possession. Just keeping Florida State's offense off the ball or off track.
So is this okay? Just a terminology question. AB, what would you call this run and play? Like if they were to hand it off this way?
If they were to hand it off, what do you mean?
Yeah, like so if it wasn't a pitch, like if they actually went with the block action,
it'd be pin and pull, right?
Right, that's what I would think. I had someone message me on Twitter and say they were running some center tackle counter, and I'm like, I don't think
I mean,
wrong,
you can run,
but like,
you can run. No, I mean, you can run CY counter. I mean, that's not unheard of.
Right, I would just call that pin and pull, just
Yeah,
because that's kind of the standard.
Ooh.
All right, so we need some blocks here.
Yeah, we've screwed this up a few times this season where we aren't sure who we're cracking on.
It looks like both guys want
and
to
then we
block
don't end
this
up blocking
guy.
anybody.
Yeah, and they don't block anybody.
Even worse.
Oh my goodness!
Like I'm cool with Trey 1-on-1 with a corner. That's fine, but let's block somebody.
Yeah, there's nowhere to turn back. Just the perimeter blocking is not what
Well,
you need.
hold on. Go back to it again, please. I don't know.
That
I was
bell.
gonna say maybe Jordan might need to keep that, but no. He takes 2 steps down inside, and then the corner is able to force it back inside. They just play it well.
That's just poor execution on the perimeter.
Or you need to block somebody. Yeah.
And we got to throw a deep ball.
Well, who was open there?
Well, you're running mesh.
He's open. It's the matchup. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
but
I mean
Destin Hill's also wide open.
Yeah, but we don't get the ball to Destin Hill.
Great throw and catch by Tofili.
Throwing it to him.
What?
They have to be allergic throwing it to him.
Yeah,
he's wide open on the crosser.
Yeah,
Jordan likes the sideline routes. Jordan likes the
sideline
routes. Jordan likes the sideline routes, guys. This is a good. Oof, this is nice.
Jordan likes bad habits.
I looked at that wheel on mesh, and I actually think that they must have that as the first read because he looks there immediately. All right, what's going on? Yeah, I'm glad that they did this. It feels like sometimes when Florida State's offense gets kind of stagnant, it's because they want to pretend like we can run the football without Jordan Travis's legs. And when he's involved, it's just a different offense.
That wasn't quite Wake levels of mesh time, but that was close. That was extended.
He did take a step.
Didn't he? It was fun. I like it.
And he also protected his body good. Like enjoy that. Because later, bonehead play.
False start Bowers.
Yeah, it's the one they talk about it and they reverse it. It was on them.
Oh, that's a good call. I know this is so weird, dude. What an awful weird game.
It was, God, it was ugly.
All right, Jordan.
Taking our time, making our checks, making our calls.
All right, inside zone. I mean, you're getting good push on this defensive line as it stands. And I'm okay. I actually like that they decided to go to inside zone here because, I mean,
they do seem to be like mishandling some of their passes, like some of their handoffs like that. Not backfield. I mean, the offensive line. Like they misplay some of those.
This was nice. I love this design. Great finish. Yeah. Great run. Give him the ball in space.
No, it isn't.
But no, you have him coming across the formation.
Get a little pick out there. Make the corners running with him. Run all over the place. Yeah. It's good formation. Good play. Good play design. Good scheme.
Yeah, those little play action rollouts are very hard to defend.
Especially with
they clearly wanted to get him the ball. Like,
is he?
Brendan said something. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. Like, are we seeing an issue? Are we seeing an issue start to arise where like we've got too many mouths to feed and we're trying to force feed dudes the football?
I think we'll see the Wilson thing. Yes, but that was like a confidence thing. That wasn't like a distribution type deal. We'll see what happens, man. I'd like to. I think we saw in the broadcast. I don't know how Keon Coleman's perimeter blocking. Is he a guy that gets disengaged if he doesn't get force fed the ball early? I don't know. I didn't think he had a particularly great game. We'll see if the film makes me a liar. But we will see. I don't know if it's like in a one game because Mike Norvell's offense, we saw it all last year. There are the rotating. It's like who's the star of the game. There are some. It gets rotated. Everybody gets fed at the end of the year, but it gets rotated. What's going to happen now with the dynamic? I don't want to say it's a mercenary dynamic because I think that Mike Norvell does a really good job of vetting the transfers that they got. Yeah, you can tell by his transfer hit rate. But let's see what happens if Keon doesn't have a great game against Clemson. Like, what happens, or if he's not involved in the offense early? I don't know. Is it a pressure of the design of the offense and the play callers and Norvell and Atkins, or is it a pressure that maybe Jordan Travis is feeling? Like, hey, dude, this is my money year. Get me the ball. What happens when you got 4 guys telling you that?
Right.
What happens when your big money running back isn't the most productive at the moment? Do you ride with it? Do you ride with them? I'm being serious, dude.
There's
like,
a boatload of stuff at play.
There's a lot of factors, and this is not a unique problem to FSU. This is a 2023 college football over the world type of. It may be a little bit more. I don't want to say exaggerated. It may be more just because of the composition of the team. Something to focus on. I don't perceive it to be an issue yet. We'll see. I'm interested.
They are still winning, and that helps to cure all problems.
Yeah, I agree. But keep an eye on. Keep an eye on engagement.
All right. Good job triggering this gap play here by Lundy.
Yep.
I mean, Omar Graham does a good job blowing up the tackle. Just a good job. I felt like they were really effective against Boston College's base runs, and I felt like Boston College was going to try to
Goldberg.
Yeah, just a great play. AZ Thomas really coming on his own.
Yeah, for a second.
Yeah.
3rd and 10, bro. They got us just where they want.
No. 3rd and 15.
They got us just where they want us. Excuse me.
So this is where we talk about, like, you need to go take this puller on and force this football. Omar Graham does not do that here, and it's going to hit.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing. They're just overloading the side of the field, forcing either Omar Graham or AZ Thomas this time into that run fit. And here, since it's counter, you need them both. He needs to blow this up.
Just late, dude.
Because he is expecting it to bounce. You need to bounce it to him.
I wonder if Peyton is wrong. It doesn't look like they're spilling it, though. Yeah, I don't know.
It seems weird that they wouldn't spill it and have this guy out here.
But
it seems like both of these guys.
Yeah, it does. We'll have to look at it again later to see if
they always spill this. I think Peyton gets soft here. I've never seen them not spill a counter.
Oh yeah, he's trying to. Yeah. I'm with you, dude. Throw it strong, set the edge like he did against LSU, man.
And we see him do it right in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
You got to blow up the play. I'm with. That's a great point, Kev. That's multiple mistakes, but. You can play tougher than that against the run. I know that those are big guys, but dude, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, so it's hard to know if Graham's doing the right thing, or he might just be confused because
he's coming. Don't stand there.
Yeah.
No, back heels. He's on his back heels too much, dude. Yeah. This is the contact sponge crap that we saw a lot last year. I don't like linebacker play like that.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I think that is on Patrick Peyton, but I don't think that the other guys do a good job.
We'll have to see how they play later.
It's the shadow of your end zone. They're not going to throw the ball in the shadow of their end zone, at least not anything exotic, dude. They got a running quarterback. You know, that's the type of situational stuff where just it chaps me, dude.
So here you see Fisk get just blown up.
Yeah, it's getting double teamed.
That's tough.
They got a lead blocker coming up in there, and Gilbert Emmett gets driven out. He can't do that. Got to compress that hole.
Let's see. Where is he at top?
Yeah. Got to squeeze that gap, big dog.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of soft.
Yep.
Yes.
It's the story of the night or the afternoon.
All right. 2nd and 7. I think this is old demons from AZ Thomas coming back. Potentially.
Who should have the guy in the flat?
It's hard to know. These linebackers. It
looks like cover 4, Kev.
Well, if it's cover 4, then one of these linebackers needs to be out here.
No,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's either cover 4 where he's gonna have to kind of, collision to and get out here, and they'll both tackle him, or it's some kind of banjo between these guys. But surely it's not, because
Either way, the backer's wrong.
right, the backer needs to be out here. Yeah, because you have 3 eligible defenders. There's no way you can just banjo them with 2 guys. So yeah, you're missing a guy here.
God,
And we're stepping up in the.
we always want to just rub. It's weird. We always want to rub our nose in it, but not be decisive, and then get caught like flat-footed on our back heels. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, dude. Clemson is going to scheme up linebackers as well. They should. Anybody who really wants to get consistent offense on this defense should mess with our linebackers.
Brown's 6'2". He should make this tackle. You disagree?
No, just wondering why the hell we're paying somebody. I'm not paying him any money.
What? That was a very prolonged sigh. What is that? The way they're lined up, the way they're being.
You can't
taught,
recruit. You're not getting them any better. What are we doing? What the hell's the value? That people have been screaming it from the mountaintops. What's the value?
Well, that's a good play by Pat Payton in the run game. Let's see. I remember looking at this play thinking, thank God Peyton got him, because I thought that they had some numbers. We don't need to go through it because that's a wide open brother right there.
Hussey's in there, and this one,
yeah, he's actually okay. So
yeah,
this is some Bush League crap. So he's on the line of scrimmage. You need one more person on the line of scrimmage. Is it this guy?
Yeah, it's that guy.
Or this guy?
No.
If it's this guy, needs to make it clear. He's a yard off the line of scrimmage. He's the same distance as this guy.
Right. Don't they call him for it?
Yeah. So he's open because I don't think they really know. They expected this guy to be. I think they're confused at who's ineligible, and I think that's a fair question.
Certainly fair. I don't recall seeing a lot of Conrad Hussey after this play.
That's a short leash, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
and that was an ineligible guy.
I think it might be Lundy. I mean, he's just sitting here defending nothing at this point.
We'll see if they work 12 back in the game. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I remember seeing him either. That was that big Takacs, right? The tight end guy.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been back in. I don't know. I just don't recall it.
Yeah, neither do I. But I
want to actually look for that. I didn't pay that. I didn't like look for him. So
yeah, that was a weird play. I think we could spend some time, but I don't know if there's a coverage that defends ineligible men downfield.
That's a great point, dude. They got called.
So back to the 2-back. We're in our 2-back here with Rodney and CJ Campbell.
Yeah, this is some true counter. You got the running back, the lead blocking one direction, and then counter going the other.
And a nice jump cut, dude. I like
you actually have CGT counter. I don't know if that's on purpose because you've got the backside blocker, but either way, it's fine.
Look at Bless, dude.
The nice part is the back filling there holds the backers, so it allows this play to really break.
They were keying the backers.
Look at Bless wall the hell out of this off.
Well, then you have 2 guys block down on one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a triple team.
I like that though. Hill notices, recognizes, gets nice jump cut right to the side, use the speed. Nice play.
Hill's read when to bounce counter really well this season. Better than Benson. I haven't seen Benson really bounce a counter all that much.
Side zone. Giddy up. CJ Campbell blocking his tail off.
Yeah, great job.
Williams out there blocking his tail off. Byers with a great block. You just create that. Look at that wall.
Yeah, that's textbook.
That's a good combination for that 2-back, man. Campbell and Hill. They look pretty nice, decisive.
Now they start rolling the safety down.
Yeah. You got 8 in the box here.
Yep.
Almost 9. And you play action.
But you got a lot of time-ish. Oh, the face. This is the face mask anyway.
Bet you any amount of money, everybody's running vertical.
Yeah. I mean, this is exactly what I would do if I was.
Which is fine on a play like this when you just run it down their throat. Like, yes, take a shot.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And they're clearly climbing into the box.
Yeah, good catch by Darian, but Jordan, this is the one where he calls the face mask.
He actually might have had a touchdown with Jaheim Bell here.
I thought so too, but he's getting held. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And put it out there. But he's got pressure in his face. He can't.
Yeah, he didn't have time to set there, so he's just
they do a nice job, as usual. Jordan does a good job with the scramble drill. And Darian Williams goes back to the ball.
We're loading the box. Outside zone. Again, well blocked.
Yep. It's split zone with.
Yeah, split zone. They get beat up the middle, but
I wonder.
That's a good play. That's a good play.
I wonder what.
Morlock just doesn't want to block anybody. What are you thinking, AB?
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
Little pin and pull.
Oof.
Okay.
Man, it's just counter. I mean, it is counter.
Yeah.
Roddick. Is that right? Or is that who is that?
They get the wrap because everybody is spilling counter on them. And I mean everybody.
They know it's coming.
Everybody is spilling counter.
I think that's just kind of how everybody does nowadays.
They've seen different variations in the past, but everybody, I mean, they just look at this. It is spill and run.
And credit to Benson here for making anything out of this because BC had it dead to rights.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, Washington's a little out of control here on the pull, but this is a hard pull.
Bless has got to do a better job staying on with Roddick there. But they're in such a hurry because they know these dudes are running to the sideline on them.
Yeah. He's trying to reach that line.
If Bless stays on that with Roddick a second longer and allows that overtake, this play is gonna squirt. Like it's gonna go inside.
Yeah, because that's what's doing it.
Yeah. You got it kicked. He's on him.
Yeah, a little bit more patience there.
He needed some help. Yeah, stick on that a little longer.
Did I miss
They're this close.
They just close. Yeah, Benson bounced it. It was a good individual effort by him for sure.
The run blocking's actually a lot better than I remember. A couple of missed assignments.
Did he sky that on purpose, or was that I don't?
And perhaps. I mean, I think he was just trying to put it on that back pylon, and
yeah, I mean, it was open. It was there.
Yeah, I don't think he was throwing it away. I think that's just a misfire.
Looks like a mechanical issue.
Yeah. It almost looks like it slips out of his hands.
Maybe. All right, try to run outside zone again, and Bless gets stoned.
Yeah, but there's a cutback lane here.
Right.
Well, like remember earlier we talked about what's his face compressing, squeezing that hole. Gilbert Evans, like this is what it looks like.
Yeah, he does a good job.
And you need Bless to keep working. Bless to turn that dude. Keep driving him.
I think we've been critical of Morlock. We got to give some credit to Bell here. This is a good block.
Go for it. Love it. Yeah. So that's the kind of dog you need out of him.
Yeah, a good call. Very good call.
I haven't found a lot to be critical about with Bell at this point. Like there's times where I think he could block better, but I think he's working his butt off for him.
Yeah, I think considering where kind of the reputation he had as a running back, kind of wide receiver type, but
it's fun. That's a fun pass interference. It's brutal pass interference.
Yeah, he just took him down.
Put it on the 2, and then I think we get a little.
Why does it feel like on third down, every ball is going to be a vertical throw? It doesn't. I mean, am I crazy? It feels
as opposed. I mean, no, I don't think you're crazy. But as opposed to what? What's the alternative? I know there's plenty, but I'd like you to talk about.
There's a ton of passing game.
Okay, like what? Say it.
I mean, get that slant underneath.
Yeah.
Right. Then
but they don't run a slant off of this. They run a. He's going to run a stop because
right, just
hold the corner because they want to throw the slot fade. Yeah, I mean, imagine running a slant there.
Yeah, it's a touchdown.
That's a great.
It's an easy completion.
And you've seen what can happen when you get a little bit more variety in the route combination with the guys you have on the outside, dude.
And they do it.
Keon Coleman, yeah, but if they would have done it there, I'm with you. But
I mean, Keon Coleman's touchdown against LSU was a slant, you know?
Yeah, so that's another thing that's kind of frustrating because they have it in their playbook. I can remember the amount of vertical fade, vertical pattern touchdowns. I mean, they're impossible to count. How many slant touchdowns are going over the middle, touchdowns passing? Can you remember?
I mean, not a ton, but
a guy with Keon Coleman against LSU, and then I don't know. I'm sure
it comes out. It comes out in the first drive of the first half and the first drive of the second half.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you see it.
Yeah, it's just
here's a corner blitz.
Get there, big dog.
It's fine.
Yeah. Just an athlete being an athlete.
But they did good there. Okay. Oh, okay.
Another corner blitz. Kind of stop it up.
Yeah. It's been the Knowles 24/7 message board has been all about firing Adam Fuller, and I get the frustration, and I think we've expressed some frustration today with some of the coaching that's not been good enough at getting these guys prepared for some of this stuff. But like at some point,
here's Gilbert Edmond.
You are blitzing. You are giving a variety of looks. You've mixed some different coverages in. Like at some point,
yeah. I mean, so he's not making adjustments. This is the exact same play. You got quads, fake this way. You run a quarterback counter.
Yeah,
you see Edmond spill this.
Yeah, why'd Pat Payton jump outside earlier?
Right. I don't think Adam Fuller sat there and told him to jump outside. If anything,
that's fair. But to counterpoint, how long are you going to allow your linebackers to be picked on in the first half of all these games? How many years are you going to allow that to happen, dude?
Well, I mean, your experienced linebacker.
It's your defense. They look worse than from last year to this year. So I mean, that's a coaching thing. I think. I'm tired of having a very, very obvious open liability at the beginning of every single game, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they should have been. Even if they didn't know that Boston College was going to run that. I mean, that's a pretty straightforward thing. Know how to spill counter. It should be second nature.
Mm-hmm. But I'm with you as far as the calling of the defense on game day. They've looked pretty aggressive to me as far as from like bringing different pressures and stuff.
Yeah, I mean they're blitzing probably 50% of the time this game. It's just that sometimes your guy's not spilling and being soft, and they get a 30-yard run.
I didn't catch it on my first watch, though, to be fair. So I thought what everybody else thought.
Yep. Hey, let's throw it up there.
Yeah, and Jordan Travis isn't throwing this well.
You can't tell. I'm aggravated with the passing game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all are. It's just predictable. It's low completion.
Let's get Keon a touch.
Get him the ball in his hands. Yeah.
And this is the one where he gets.
It's late game. You know, situationally, in fairness, it's late game situation or late half situation. So
he wants the points. He wants to convert because we get the ball at the beginning of the third quarter.
Points. Like that's You've only got one timeout, so you've got to work the ball vertically here.
I don't know where Deloach is going. And he's just slower than that guy.
Like that's some of the identity stuff I was talking about the other day. Like you've got dudes who can eat in space, and you're not getting them space. You're just throwing vertical routes. You're just throwing verts over and over again.
Very fair. And I think on that play it was evident. Too much time, dude. I know they didn't complete it. Good coverage there by Cypress.
There were a couple of plays where it just felt like they were mush rushing, just kind of sitting here playing hand games.
I think BC's offensive line kind of smacked him around a little bit too.
They're trying to run a screen there and eat it up.
Yeah, does a really good job. Tatum Bethune's playing an all right game here.
Yeah.
No,
there should have been an illegal man downfield in a major way. The center's like 25 yards downfield.
They go back to this, but now they don't. They're actually aligned properly, and someone's actually covering this, so it doesn't.
I just feel like the Packers seem too shallow for 12 seconds left in the half. And it's 3rd and 10. Why are we standing 3 yards from the line of scrimmage?
Especially even if you think that the super speedy quarterback's going to run, dude. Wouldn't you want a little bit of depth to give you a better angle on it, like more visibility? I
mean, you need to make so the safety's clearly got to come down and cap this,
right?
But you need to
make it
make that
throw.
harder.
You
right.
can be in that throwing lane. You're allowed to be.
Right. You need to be here. These are I mean, essentially problems that we shouldn't be seeing in year 4.
No. All right, let's get to that second half and let's see what's going on. 'Cause that's where things got really weird.
You want to watch tape? Take the knee.
All right. Shohei Ohtani out.
That's
big news. Just like that run.
All right, we got, some kind of split zone here.
Yes, gets run down by the backside. I want to say.
Yeah.
Ooh, why is Emmanuel? What's he on the ground
Meach
for?
fell down.
Nope. Yeah.
He fell down, but he got swimmed. Not good. Got that better.
Like every running play, it's just one thing. Like I do think once it gets cleaned up, like it's going to be okay, but it's consistently like one thing over and over again.
This is nice.
See, I like this. You're going downfield, but give him a post. Make that's an easier completion for a quarterback to make.
Yeah.
And Jordan, good air, especially coming back for that injury out of the half, man. That's a great pass. We got to give credit. The kid's so tough, dude.
He's a dog.
Immensely doggish.
All right, outside zone. Man, when Trey Benson has to change direction, it's not.
Yeah, this is just too slow. He's not decisive at all.
Ideally, you'd like to see Byers kind of win this, and you get the edge.
You would.
And things are looking good.
But press, go. Foot in the dirt. Get downhill.
Yeah, you could have got 5 or 6 out of that.
It's just not his game. Running horizontally out of the shotgun is just not who he is.
Yeah, you almost need to run him out of under center.
Or pistol or something like that, right?
Yeah, which I think is what they're.
Here's
well,
pistol.
this is still Philly.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
He almost leaked out.
Yeah, I don't. It feels like he turned when he should have just kept momentum going that direction. But
Yeah, I'm going to trust the athlete to be an athlete.
Right.
All right, 2nd and 7.
All right, getting him the ball again.
Tough.
Yeah, that's hard to defend. All right, so
Preston Daniel touchdown play.
Yeah, so it seemed like he schemed up some stuff for the second half.
Yep.
You got a few, tunnel screens for Bell, got him going a little bit. Got that one deep ball over the middle to Johnny Wilson. Still a deep ball, but at least it's not a back shoulder fade.
A better likelihood to be completed kind of throw.
Oh, see, get in his face.
Pick, yeah. That's what happens when you win.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that people say that he got in the face because of a blitz, but there's no one blitzing. Those are defensive linemen. Are
they trying to run a screen?
Yeah, they gotta be, dude.
Yeah.
They disengaged way too fast.
What is going on down here?
Like a back to the other sideline screen? Is there like a tight end leaking out over there?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do a little.
He doesn't even look left though. Yeah, that's an experience on the quarterback. And great play by Lundy. Great athletic play.
Yeah, that was a broken play by Boston College. I don't think Fuller needs to be given credit for blitzing here.
Well, he does need to be given credit. I mean,
your defense did a really good job here. What I'm saying is like the difference between this play and other plays wasn't.
Remember last year when they could come out at halftime and make a stop?
Yeah, I meant more that he shouldn't be getting criticized for not blitzing other downs because that wasn't successful because of a blitz.
Play action.
There we go.
Nice little
gosh darn. That's okay. Like, I'm glad Lundy got his touchdown, but that was a touchdown, right?
Like these are good vertical throws.
Yeah, middle of the field. You're getting cover 3. They're not even hiding it.
The sideline stuff. Seems to be.
It's just very low percentage, and I know you got 2 freaks out there, but
it's because they want to load the field with 2 tight ends all the time, which means that defenses can load the box, which makes it harder to throw it over the middle of the field.
Right.
So you almost have to throw it deep.
That's so a touchdown. Whatever. This is stupid. Okay, we know what happens.
DJ.
You get DJ Lundy.
Yeah, we know. 800 minutes of that. Bam. Good run. Tough run.
All right.
things get stupid here for the next.
Yeah, in a hurry. You've taken control of the game at this point, 31-10.
All right, that's not bad. They're kind of doing
Stop the
something
run for
funky here.
2.5 yards. Fit it really well at linebacker.
Yep.
And you fit it really well. Well,
yeah,
he's wanting to come be engaged.
So again, you got your defensive end kind of going out, but
it's
tracks back
better.
in.
I like the way that the linebacker there, I forget which one, I don't know which one it was, ran past the block, was decisive, and made the play. That's
sure it's
much
Bethune.
better. Okay, well, much better than the first half.
Yeah.
Bethune's been playing well. It's whenever some of the other guys are in that you're seeing some struggles.
3rd and 4. Oof.
Nice.
Gotta
That's
make
good
the
coverage. That's good coverage by DJ Lundy.
Yeah, that's a tough.
It's hard when they're just gashing you with running the quarterback.
I don't know about that block on Jared Verse.
They call hold on him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that was pretty fairly obvious to me. That's okay. 3rd and 14. That's where they want us. Oh, 3rd and 19.
Yeah, they get off the field.
Got off the field. Playing really good second half football. Botch punt. Time to put some real pressure on them.
And this is where I got really
trying to throw a screen. Ugly.
These running back screens haven't been timed up super well this year.
No, they haven't.
This is where I got disappointed, man, because this is where Florida State has gotten so much better at taking care of business and just ending the game.
Man, just watch this. They know. Like, these linebackers are here.
Which is fine, but it's the other one. He comes makes this play. Get all the way from the backside.
Yeah.
He sees the alley, dude. He hits the running lane before the running back.
He's the cutback player. And Jordan, you're never keeping anything off of this.
Why?
Right.
I don't know why
anymore.
That. That's going to be
because that could get you a +1 here.
Bro, you need to have a wrinkle. They need to put a wrinkle on this. Teams have this done.
I think it's in there.
I think so too. 3rd and 6, fairly manageable. You'd think for this offense.
Yeah, but you're up 21 points here, so you're not trying to like.
Hello, free runner.
Oh man, it's actually been a long time since we've just seen a free runner. It used to be a common discussion on this show. All right,
just overloaded.
There's 5.
Oof,
Keandre
Jones
whiffs. I don't know what in the world he's doing.
That's not his strength, dude. Clearly,
not his strength. Not touching anybody.
Yeah, he looks like
head outside. Head outside.
Head outside. A gap.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Now, is this?
Why is he working outside?
Maurice Smith calling checks there. It's
maybe
Keandre screws up. Keandre screws up, but would that be on a play if Maurice Smith was in there? Hey, 75, pat. Look at this dude.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, and you're in a 4th and 4, and you're looking to go for it, and then you jump off sides. Or actually, they called him lining up in the neutral zone before the ball was snapped, which doesn't make any
Winston
sense to
Wright.
me.
Yeah.
That's kind of weak.
This referee crew is weird, dude. Everything at this place is weird.
All right, so your offense stalled, had good field position.
Thinking ball in the end zone.
Come on, Mr. Mano. You better than that bloke. Might.
The defense, this is okay. You got a light box against them, a big offensive line. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, 3, 3, 4. They're getting 3, 3, 4, and then.
Yeah, you got him, and he just leaks forward for the 2 yards.
Yeah. I mean, that's just an athlete being an athlete.
Yep.
And then I don't remember too many 4th down. They won more of these than they lost.
You're not playing it bad. It's just that is a good offensive line, and it
is. They blew Farmer off the ball.
Yeah,
that's a team.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that's a team with a good offensive identity. Adam, they knew what they wanted to do. We need to get 3.
Yeah.
We need to get 3. We need to get 3 so we can have because we're going to go for it on 4th down and manageable.
Right.
Good play here.
Yep.
Linebacker does a really good job reading it.
Gilbert Edmonds does a nice job of spilling it to him.
Yep.
Jerry and
J-Dub
cleans it up.
Defense came out pretty good so far. I know
they don't understand why Pat Payton jumped outside earlier. Like that killed very uncharacteristic.
Even from this season.
Yeah.
But even at this point, your defense, they gave up 10 points. They kind of let Boston College control the clock in the first half. But at this point, you're thinking, okay, the defense
We're getting ready to get our backups in.
Right. And then this happens.
God, that is just ridiculous. What's the deal?
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, they're playing some cover 3 robber here, it looks like.
What I just don't understand is, okay, we talked about this a lot. So it's clearly some kind of cover 3. It looks like this guy's kind of in here to rob.
No. The safety's a robber.
You think this guy's robbing?
Yeah.
Where's the drop where's the drop from the second level, dude?
Well, you're a dime. You have one linebacker. You have one true linebacker. This is AZ.
I think the Will's spy. I think the Will's a spy.
Yeah. You can't just have 2 underneath defenders. So you're saying 3 over 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with this guy spying the quarterback.
Yeah.
So that means AZ probably needs to be dropped into this middle hole on some level. They might be doing some sort of man match rules where, if he goes out, then he takes him. But for whatever reason, he takes this guy, which means that your 3 over 3 has no middle.
There's nothing.
And they happen to run a guy right there.
But now you're also like your spy's got to get more depth. Like you spy from some depth. He's standing at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but even if it's
2 yards off,
if he's a little deeper, you're at least in the route. You're at least in the vision of
but that should be his zone, right?
No, I mean if it's cover, well, yeah. Well, he should be pushing to the hash.
Oh, you're saying
the mic should be on the hash. He should be on the hash to flat down here, but there's no receiver down here, so he needs to understand what the safety. Barker needs to understand. Okay, there's nobody down here. Like I need to operate this quarterback's eyes and kind of he should be reading those eyes and be working.
Yeah, but it's hard to ask him. I feel like AZ is just
dude, he's a robber.
Not even the right
You're
space.
supposed to read the quarterback's eyes and rob. Am I right? I'm a dumbass, but that's it, isn't it?
No, AZ's wrong. I believe. I think he's wrong for chasing that to the sideline.
I think they're both wrong. Multiple people have to be wrong for a hole this massive to have right in the middle of your defense on 3rd and 17, right?
But if you're playing zone, someone's got to be in this area. And if he sees no one, then he works this way. But I can't fault him for getting all the way back here, right?
No, it's not his fault. That's why I'm saying the Will's got to get some. The Will has to have a little bit of depth here.
Either way, these 2 guys should not be 2 yards deep on a passing play on 3rd and 17.
Right next to each other.
No matter who's wrong. That's a
coaching mistake.
They need to be very clear that this is not
multiple times. It's happened too many times in the game for it not to be.
The linebackers, just consistently no depth.
And then Knowles, he just doesn't see it. He doesn't read it clearly enough. Like,
yeah, I don't know why Knowles decided to be 80 yards back.
You don't need to be so deep.
Put your mouthpiece in, Knowles.
That's so much green space.
And then we miss a tackle. Like, again, the tackling comes back to be an issue.
It just makes no sense that you're only bringing 4 and you have this much space. I don't know what you're covering 2 yards deep on 3rd and 17. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, just situationally on another instance of it. And then I don't know.
Okay. You're still up 3 touchdowns, not the end of the world.
Yeah. You're playing the run okay, and there's some big backs falling forward on you.
Yeah.
You're run blitzing this well, making this thing kind of flop around in the air.
Yeah, here, blitz. You're doing it. Blitzing I don't think is going to solve this problem.
No, that's not the coordination issue that I'm seeing with this defense so far.
Exactly.
It's not if you blitz and you don't blitz. It's stuff that makes me angrier than that.
Yep, exactly. It's more basic than that.
Yeah. Which sorry for that. Sorry for that news, people. Like you were mad at the wrong thing. You should be more mad at this thing.
Well, you should be mad that 15 is the only person that knows where to be as a linebacker, and 4 knows where to be about 75% of the time as a linebacker.
Yeah. The young guys at linebacker aren't gonna. Oh, oof.
Yeah, they're catching the stunt
On 3rd and 3. Yeah.
And Omar Graham, I think, goes the wrong spot.
They got a lot of bodies here, and you don't have
Then
any.
your safety's not. I don't think your safety's fitting either.
Yeah, he's catching too.
Yep.
They're just out physical on you. It feels like Florida State thought that they would just run over them, and Boston College decided to not give up.
Momentum has shifted a little bit in the game. Even though you're up 31-10, momentum is still a real thing. They've shifted. It's shifted on you a little bit, and you're.
The issue is you can, and there's a lot of issues with that, dude. Just fall on the ball, dude. God,
why is everybody so mad about Tate being on the hands team?
I don't care because somebody.
Wait, people are mad about that?
No, dude. Somebody tweeted about it. It's a tweet thing. Who cares? That ain't it. It ain't Tate's fault. That fall on it. Be a professional.
This is Trey Benson.
You've only
are people just like allergic to just criticizing offensive players?
They're allergic to good takes.
Listen, man. This is professionalism. Act like you've been there before. You're going to crap your pants against Boston College. You're up by 15. Your offense has only really been stalled out like once. Fall on the ball. And I think the defense actually mans up here, don't they, on this possession?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you bring in a slot blitz. You decided to put Bernardo Green. Oh, I guess not. He just recognizes it. Good job. Good job with the run defense.
Slot, though.
What?
Interesting that he's in the slot, though.
He probably needs to be there more if you're struggling this much.
Oh, missed tackle.
Too much of that.
Guess who it is?
He just falls down. It's not even like a missed tackle.
Coming in, head down, no mouthpiece in. Put your mouthpiece in, my dude. You're going in the box. That kid's gonna hurt you.
And he made a good move too, getting under the block. Just finish. That's a guy moving from cornerback to safety. Like you get think about a Jamie Robinson in that alley or something like that, dude. It's just
that's a 2-yard loss. That's a great play call.
Yeah,
that's a perfect play call.
They
timed this up perfectly.
That's not. I mean, it's his fault because he missed the tackle. It's not his fault that they're relying on a guy with that skill set to make that play.
We said we didn't trust the safety depth, and I criticized them for not getting a safety in the transfer portal. And look at us. As soon as Akeem Dent goes down, what are you getting out of that?
Oof, they got outnumbered out there, didn't they?
Send the nickel blitz.
Yeah, they're blitzing all sorts.
But Deloach is just a little late. He's just a little slow. I mean, they're outflanked.
To me, that's a good call. Let's just
they got you.
That's a nice play.
Yeah, great job.
No sacks from Jared, but the tackles for law. He's been more of a factor. He's been a pretty good factor in the run game, I think.
People just don't want to throw against Florida State.
Yeah, I mean, dude, why would you?
So there, as we talked about earlier, come up and be more physical on this. Make him make a choice.
Right, this is how you defend this. Yeah, exactly.
Deloach goes and just sticks his face on this lineman.
Is this Deloach? I thought this was Tatum.
No, I'm sorry, Tatum. I meant Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum Bethune's playing. He's playing. He's playing football. This is exactly the play we were showing you earlier. We're like, what do you do against this quarterback draw? You blow it up.
Yeah, you're the number 3 team in the country, dude. Hit the other people like it, right?
Almost hit the safety or hit the official, the umpire.
Yeah, he does. Good catch, AB. Hardest hit all day.
He had a good pass breakup in the end zone.
He did. He had a great one. He deserves a lot of credit for that.
4th and 2. And this is where they man up. Great.
Yep.
This is the bend, but don't break special Florida State defense.
But, okay. At this point, the defense has had some big breaks. I get criticized for being an Adam Fuller defender. The defense isn't the reason that you're struggling here at this point. They're not great, but you're winning the game.
I don't even know if it's necessarily the offense is either the reason, because I don't think they've been stopped too much up to this point. It's just boneheaded situational stuff. I don't know. You're playing
the
average.
The defense is not playing great. Yeah,
and neither is they're playing average, but they're playing on a pace to beat them by 20 points right now until you really I don't know.
I don't get this. There. I don't get why. I guess they see that he's on a linebacker, and that's the only thing they care about.
Well, they're all covered.
But
They're all covered up there.
No, they're not.
Where?
Get that ball to Keon on time, and that's a catch.
Where's he at? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good call.
He's gonna sit down 2nd and 8. Get the ball to him on time. That's a catch.
Yeah.
Let him box him out.
Correct. But also, I mean,
so you've got him on a linebacker, but you see the pressure.
He's locked on from jump.
Throw a hot route. Throw it hot.
He's locked on from the jump on that play.
And this could be a touchdown if it's a decent ball, but Jordan Travis just has not been able to deliver this ball these past couple of weeks.
How can you deliver a good ball there when pressure is going to be immediately in your face because you can't account for this nickel blitz?
Yeah, good call. That's and post injury, but yeah, I'm with you, Adam. Go over to middle there. Bad snap. We get lucked out.
Yeah, when you actually put that read on the backside, it changes the run game completely. They're so hesitant to do that.
No, they don't want to get him hurt. They don't think they need to.
Yeah. I mean, this might be a read.
It is. He's looking at this. Yeah.
It's a give.
Got the wrap. Yeah, we gave Jaheim credit earlier. This is not good enough here.
It's not, but also some down blocks fail.
Yeah,
that's just they're not firing off. They're not firing off.
We're blocking the middle line of scrimmage on counter. Like
it's too passive. They're not firing out of their stance.
Yeah,
that's really slow developing. That's patty cake run blocking. That's no.
I think Byers got confused because his defensive end took a step inside, which means he should block him down if he
engages him. You block him, and that's fine.
But then he doesn't.
You got to keep trying to work. You've got to work to get off of that and climb.
Well, and then he tries, and then he doesn't get that guy either.
I just don't like the way they passively fired off the ball, dude. With a passive pull, it looks like crap. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Yeah, not a lot of good blocking there.
No. Okay, 2nd and 10. This is where I think.
Said it, man. They lost their identity. They've been about the climb and work.
No, he didn't get hit in the ball.
My dude. What the F-U-C-K is that?
He's supposed to be running a route, or he's supposed to be blocking right off the jump street?
He's confused.
Well, Johnny's blocking on the backside.
I think he thinks that if he releases downfield, he's got a touchdown.
This is never going to him. I mean, Johnny's blocking from the jump.
But
you can tell Keon's looking inside because he knows. Yeah,
he's like, I was gonna score. Why didn't you throw it to me on the design run?
I think there's just confusion of responsibility.
But if you block this, man, this is a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. No. There's no way he's got a route on this. Jaheim's blocking. Johnny's blocking.
They're stacking the box. They're bringing all sorts of stuff. Perfect play call.
It's a textbook, very nicely designed Mike Norvell short, easy pass that can have some great yards after catch. They got blown up by your transfer superstar not knowing what the hell to do or misexecuting, and things got tight here.
We got some ball game,
which is so ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's just so many mistakes. Linebackers not knowing where to be. Defensive ends just going wherever the heck they feel like it. A bunch of soft stuff, you know.
As a wise man once said, a bunch of baby back BS.
Oh, that could have gone.
The kid played it, made a good play.
Yep, just a little bit. Just Byers getting that little bit of leverage, and that's a touchdown. And that needs to be a touchdown against Boston College. I'm sorry.
You gotta impose your will, dude. Good, very tough catch, very nice. No, you gotta impose your will on the perimeter. They have not done any imposition of their will on the perimeter. And yeah, dude, their running game looks so much better in the first half.
Safety's down the
hesitation. I'm with you, dude. Don't get 3 going horizontal.
I'm okay with this action.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good at outside zone. He just kind of does one step.
Just pitter patting. Like,
well, make the decision to hit the hole, right?
right.
I think there could have been an outside hole, but Johnny misses this block.
Right.
That's uncharacteristic.
The read's not clean for him because you've got the end. He's in control.
Yeah.
He's reading that. And it's flowing over the top. He's just too late on the cutback. Like, you got make a decision and go.
All right, Morlock motion.
They're trying to get Hill out. I mean, BC just looked very prepared for everything that was coming at him.
No, they were always in the right spot.
It just felt like the NC State game. I think you said it the other day on the Instant Trade, or yesterday. It just felt so much like the NC State game where where's the imagination? And maybe that's because you're playing Boston College and you're trying to save everything for Clemson. Like, I don't know, but
yeah, you can't make you made the mistake. I guess you made that mistake against NC State.
I don't want to give them that cop out, man.
I know, but wait, hold up, let me finish. You made that mistake against NC State, but NC State was like they were ranked and they were a good team. I get maybe they thought that they could man up against Boston College, and I don't get it at all ever for a guy getting paid for a staff getting paid this much money. But let's just say you don't want to show a lot on tape. You're the number 3 team in the country. You're firing on all cylinders. You should have known, way earlier into this game that you couldn't do that, like, because they were stopping you. There's just no. We'll see, because that NC State game was a good pivot point. Because even though they lost Clemson the next week, there was a lot of variability in that offense. They made some boneheaded situational, the middle 8 or whatever it's called. They got smacked around. But I love the way that they were able to run against that Clemson front and all the formations and the building upon other stuff. I expect to see that this week. If I don't, I will be ultimately disappointed. This could be a pivot point, but I'm with you, dude. It's just you played to not only the level of your opponent, but you played to the level of the environment.
Well, it felt like they went up 31-10. And it was like, okay, I mean, yeah, we established ourselves. We went up 31-10, and then it all just kind of fell apart. Momentum took over. I mean, just bang, bang, the blown squib kick, the fumble recovery for 6, and it just never felt like they could get it back from after that.
To steal Leachism, he always talked about having, one of his tenets was having the most excited team to play. Right. There was no energy in that team whatsoever. Mm-hmm. I don't think at any point, I don't even care when they're up by 21. It was just meh.
Yeah.
Okay, so back.
Morlock goes downfield when he's not supposed to.
Morlock?
Yeah.
The guy catching the ball?
Yep, no, this is Keon blocking.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be blocking. Morlock's not supposed to be downfield.
Oh, okay, understood.
He's supposed to be behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep, okay, because that was a straight block from Keon. Yeah, so he's drifting up.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I don't know. Right now, I don't know why you're trading what you get out of the blocking for what you're getting out of the receiving game. I think
I would love to see more 11 personnel, and I would love to see Marcus and Douglas play more.
Yes.
Your offense sputters out.
But you're, well, not going to say it.
No, don't. Yeah. Yeah. No need. All right.
Shit's a problem.
Yeah, it is. 1st and 10. Okay. That guy had a lot of space.
It's fine. Nothing crazy going on there. Oh, Pat Payton falls. He was going to turn the corner and falls.
He did, dude. He had him, yeah.
Feet gave out on him. That's unfortunate. Like, and sad to go for completion. People are going to go crazy, but it's like
great job by Bethune. I think we've been.
Oh, he walls us off.
Oh yeah, sorry here.
BC's garbage turf.
Well, who was the other? I don't know who the other backer is. That
it's Lundy.
Okay, Lundy. I mean, that's a good job walling and then getting.
Yeah,
but
good coverage.
Yep.
3rd and 10, no big deal. Get off the field, defense. Get off the field. 3rd and long. Way.
What did he do? I mean, this is just a weird play. Josh Farmer falls down.
He gets a wide open lane, doesn't get through, and just kind of falls down.
They must have got caught off guard or something.
We go to Wall here again. Somebody's who's out of position here.
I mean, it looks like a weird play because your really good defensive line looks like trash.
Yeah.
Well,
and Tatum's just a little slow getting back to this.
Yeah, he's a little aggressive following.
I think he chases that too much when he's got somebody there.
Yeah, he needs to still kind of be here.
Yeah. And this kid's really fast. I mean, you got to give him credit.
Yep. That's not.
I don't think they were prepared for how fast he was.
This is God. I remember watching this play. 800 years. You go watch The Irishman. Look at that, dude.
Two guys covering one dude.
You get just smashed by their offensive line.
Yeah, no pressure. It seems like versus their spy for some reason.
Just you get destroyed, bro. Look at that. Ugh.
All right, what's going on with coverage?
When you got two positive ends of a magnet together, it's a force field, man.
I think Cypress is wrong.
Yeah, you see last second that two guys converge on him.
He is, but that's a million years to throw, dude. I 100% should be a completion no matter what. Yeah, you blame Cypress if you want, but that ain't on. That's the look at. Come on, man.
No way. This is just a mush rush either. I mean, this is just nothing.
They got their ass kicked.
They're just getting worked.
Yeah.
This is that. I mean, this is why we did not want to give a grade to the defensive line. I mean,
they've been on the field a lot. There was a lot of sickness going around that week. I don't ever want to see that again in that situation.
That's a crazy play.
This is just dumb luck. I mean, look at this. The blitz hits home, and he just throws this thing off his back foot up in the air, and that's dumb luck. That's momentum.
Yeah, there's nothing. You got man coverage. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. That's a completion against Georgia. And you tip your cap.
Yeah, you tip your cap, dude. You tip your cap.
Dumb luck. And everybody's going to give Cypress hell for that play, but
that's impossible.
The egregious play. The egregious play was the one before it. I mean, that's
good job on the feed. This is ugly.
We got lucky.
Yeah.
Not that. That's good coverage.
Yeah, it just kind of cuts to it. Yeah, seems like Cypress doesn't know where to be here, potentially, or Knowles. It's hard to know.
Yeah, he gets cut out. It's tough to see for sure.
Yeah, that's.
I'm going to say Knowles. Cypress has been in the right spot. Ventrell seems to be in the right spot most of the time.
Yeah.
I've seen the opposite not happen. So.
4th and 1. Get a man up.
Oh, I mean, that's just an athletic play. They've got it played well.
Yeah, I think Lundy kind of cuts inside when he should hold leverage here.
But
trust his guy.
They've also obviously said, look, they're going to spill it and try to run the sideline. So wall, and make a move and get outside.
Yeah.
God, dude, I remember this was I can't believe it got to this point. Even still watching it.
Yeah, even like analyzing it, it's hard to.
Weird, dude. The fact that it ended here was weird.
Throw the ball to your back right away. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude. And the offense was
boom, get it out.
I think Norvell said they were pressing, dude, and you can really feel it. You can really feel it.
Dude, this is the easiest three in the world.
Look at the slant at the bottom of the field. We wanted the slant.
So they're calling it.
This is day one air raid. He's just like. He refuses to throw it less than 30 yards downfield.
He's playing bad. Everybody gave us crap last week for it. He's not playing well. His eyes are not good.
He's not the reason this game was close, but he's also
a big part of the reason why your offense didn't score 40 or didn't score over 35 in this game.
That's a good run.
It was good blocking.
His habits are not good right now. And again, throw the back. They spend 25 minutes a day throwing to the back. Throw it to him now. Rhythm throw.
Yeah.
Boom, you've got first down. He threw it last year.
He threw it, and so he's got the potential to do it again. It's just the habits need to be cleaned up. I'm with you.
You're relying. I mean, nobody in their right mind thought that this was going to be a top 10 defense. you're relying on this to be a top 10 offense.
Yeah.
And if he's going to play like that, it's not going to be.
Well, also, you have no momentum. Your offense needs to be on the field. You need to give your defense a break. You need to get a first down.
Nice pressure. Nice pressure.
Yeah, corner blitz here. So they're got the, overloaded formation again. They decided at some point that Renardo Green was the only person they're going to trust in the secondary, and they started blitzing him.
Good.
Didn't matter from where. They're going to put him at slot if they had to.
They might need to put him at safety.
3rd and 20.
Just situationally, man, very
vomit,
bro. Every time.
Man,
see how much time he had here.
He really didn't have that much time.
No, he was on the run.
No, he just runs. And they're run. Where's this? Who knows where this route comes from? Run all the way to the beginning.
It's hold on. It's like I think.
Is that Greedy?
Yeah. So I think it's some kind of corner route.
Yeah.
So
he just gets beat. I mean,
is this O'Keefe?
Yeah.
O'Keefe's a legit player. He's a good player.
I do think Greedy. I saw Greedy had a mask on after the game. I do think he's one of those dudes that was probably fighting some illness.
And he played. He didn't get picked on too. But I mean, I did with that angle. I don't even know, man. I feel like I got to tip my cap to the quarterback a little bit more.
There's good coverage.
Yeah, that was a really good play. Boston College. Good coverage.
First gets tackled.
Just nothing up you got nothing up the interior all night, dude. You didn't make that kid's life. Hell up the middle at all.
Yeah, nothing here.
No.
Vance does a good job here, though.
And I don't know if they're I mean, they've been on the field.
They played the most snaps they've played all season in this game.
Which, dude, you did not. Oh, come on. It's okay. You still finish it. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but Rush was discipline there.
You didn't accomplish any of the goals you wanted to accomplish against this team, dude, especially with Clemson looming and them playing FAU this week. And then this is almost another boneheaded hits your legs and you're kind of just bad. Just, I don't know, dude. Maybe he's disillusioned from being open a bunch of times and the quarterback not even looking at his way. I think we can end it there. Yeah, because they got
face masking games over.
Because they didn't do anything on this drive either.
What a bonehead run!
Oh my God, yeah, brutal. You're just
Dude, what are you doing?
Well, come on, you're trying to run the game out.
Yeah. Jeez.
So when it's not the line making a mistake, it's the running back. Unprofessional performance. Things on the offense that I think can get cleaned up because there were a lot more open plays there. And this offense did have a lot of success for the 70% of the game. The reasons when they didn't, it was a missed block here. We'd like to see some different personnel groupings. I'd like to see more variety of formations. We'd like to see more variety out of the passing game on the defensive side of the ball. Dude, tackle in the secondary. But the linebacker thing, I don't like it. I didn't like what I saw. I thought that they got better throughout the game, but maybe that was just because Tatum Bethune was on the field more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that. Obvious weaknesses that will be schemed again. I don't like it. And your defensive line didn't do. Maybe it's at this point you're asking them to do too much. And once again, we'll see how they come out because they've had good performances the past 2 games. But man, nothing on that young kid. You got smoked in the trenches. You got smoked in the trenches this game against BC.
Yeah, you need some pressure from the defensive line to make life easier on the linebackers. I think they still played a really poor game. I think that in general they were over aggressive, didn't do a good job of adjusting to play action. I think there were a few busted coverages because of linebackers because, of safety play. I think in general, having rewatched that with you guys, the defense made mistakes that are unacceptable at this point in time. And there are mistakes that can potentially cost you a season that you're really hopeful is meaningful. And so
it's a yard. It's not stuff that is like rocket science. It's a yard here or two there on your drop. It's positional things. It's communication issues. The instinctual, like the guessing on the run read stuff sucks. And we'll see. I don't have that problem with the first team unit. I was like, dude, but you start getting our linebackers running side to side from the beginning of the game and getting them taken advantage of, they're going to have to take a break eventually. And we've got some, I don't want to say liabilities, but you've got some guys that there's some obvious holes when you get them in the game. I still think it's stuff that can be fixed. What about you, Adam? I mean, how do you feel after this? This would be your third watch at a game.
Yeah, I'm as angry as I was the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it.
Me too, just for different reasons, though.
Yeah, first off, I think there's a lot of uncharacteristic stuff of this team.
Yeah,
good point.
The effort being a big one. The effort was poor. I think you could tell, especially in that second half, guys being worn down for whatever reason, somebody's sick or whatever. I do think that those things did exist, and I think there are legitimate storylines coming out of this game. I've said it for 2 weeks now. I think you've got a quarterback problem that you've got to get Jordan Travis's habits back right. Whether that be developing easier throws for him in the middle of the field, whatever it is, they've got to get his habits back. He's got to get back to playing like the elite player he did in the second half of the LSU game. The run game,
it's close. It's there, but
it's close. It's close.
It is close.
It's got to keep getting repped. I think you need to see more. I would like to see some Keziah Holmes. I'd like to see some CJ Campbell. I would like to see more variety of backs running the football, because I've said it. I said I didn't put him in my top 40. He had a great play against LSU. I don't think LT is a natural running back. It's just not who he is, but he is a matchup. And I think they are so fixated on matchups right now, and the whole mantra of offense for playmakers. They've got so many playmakers on there. I don't think they know what the hell to do with them all. They're constantly trying to find, I'm going to get this playmaker. I'm going to get this playmaker. I'm going to get this playmaker, and finding these, like, they're forgetting. It feels like at times they're forgetting to run an offense, and they're just trying to run mismatches.
It's like ask Madden for this player. Play one is ask Madden for Toafili. Play two is ask.
Like, you're not getting good enough blocking out of Kyle Morlock, but he's a mismatch at times.
I don't get why he's.
I think I'm with you. I think we got a lot of shiny new toys with a lot of potential. I think that you need to hit some. I think the fundamentals seem to be lacking a little bit in this game. That was uncharacteristic from the first two games. I do think Clemson is going to look demonstrably different. Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't, remember this video.
If it doesn't, you're going to get run out.
Yeah, they're going to.
I think it will. I'm very confident.
I tend to agree.
I'm going to say it will. I'm going to say it will. It was just
I think effort, fundamentals. I think game plan. Things are going to look drastically different against Clemson, in my opinion.
You got the way you guys felt watching the game. They got caught slacking.
Here's the question: what LSU are you going to get? Are you going to get the first half Florida State against LSU, or the second half? Second half is the top 3 team in the country. First half is right there with 10, 12, 15, somewhere in that region. So which one are you going to get?
Or you get Florida State versus Boston College, and
you get that. I'm sure top 50 reaction.
There's more variance. The moral of the story to me: this team has a lot more variability in this game than I thought before this game.
Yeah, I don't think.
Guess what? They know it. They know it, and the coaches know it.
Yep. And Mike knows how to get these boys ready to play a big game.
And we know how to get you guys ready. Listen, let's wash that out. Let's have an amuse-bouche. Get some lemon sorbet. Wash that taste out of our mouth. We're going to have a lot of undeniable great coverage on Noles247.com, getting ready for the big game against Clemson. We have not beat them in a long time, and I want the dub in Death Valley. We love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. I love this show, dude. I learn so much every time I do it with you guys, and I hope you do too. We love you. Noles247.com. Subscribe, or I don't like you anymore. Keep chopping.